What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, you guys? So we are back again. Okay. Anyway, so we back again for another episode review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. All right, I'm gonna say it like that each and every time. Potomac. All right, so this is season 7, episode 10, cleaning up the mess. So we get up into, the episode. We are finally back in Potomac, okay? We ain't in Miami. Miami had to go, girl. Miami, I am so sorry that you got what you got from this group, okay? Because it wasn't what it was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was like in the comment, I mean, they did have a little fun. They was jumping up in the pool. Fuck that. Girl, I don't care about no jumping up in the pool. That was 2 seconds, okay? 2 seconds, girl. What I wanted, granted, I don't care how old you are. Like, let me tell you something. When you go on vacation, I feel as though that is the time where you just let loose. Age ain't nothing but a number in there. I don't like that saying no more. Anyway, age ain't a factor. That's better. Okay. I just feel like in certain situations, I just feel like, especially you going to MIA, girl, we go on the beach. We gonna be drunk on the beach. We just gonna be drunk everywhere. Okay. We act a fool. We act the ass. Not too much to get arrested or whatever, but we supposed to come back and we supposed to have good memories and we supposed to be like, oh bitch, what the fuck happened? And it's supposed to just be nothing but laughs. I don't know what the hell this trip was, okay? I really don't. But anyway, so everybody is back in Potomac and they're doing their own thing or whatever. Karen up in her sauna, Mia up there with her kids or whatever. That's cute or whatever. Do what you gotta do. TikTok. Ashley got rid of that white man, or Ashley took that white man to the back for a second, and she said, let me bring some of my rhythm up, like my black rhythm up, some of it, okay? Because it's not all the way there. It's slightly there, just a little bit. I give her a little bit of credit because it'd be funny sometimes when I be looking at her videos, and sometimes she got it. I ain't even gonna lie, okay? When she did the cuffing challenge, I was like, okay, that's cute. Anyway, moving on from that, we get Robin and Miss Giselle. They sitting down there doing and recording their little podcast or whatever, and they about to get ready for their live show, okay? They like, oh my God, Reasonably Shady is doing so well. It is blowing up. We got 1 million+ listeners, of viewers, and all this stuff. I said, y'all really out here listening to that shit? Okay, now since y'all want to talk about some colorism and shit like that and be like, oh, I don't get what y'all be talking about colorism when it comes to them and all this stuff, listen to that goddamn podcast. Okay? And then come back to me. Exactly. Moving on from that, so they supposed to be doing the freaking live show. They getting that together. Then we find out that little Gracie and Angel, is it Angel and Grace? Or is it Angel and girl, the twins? They finna have their little sweet 16 birthday or whatever. And they said, Mama, I don't want your ass to come. Giselle said that's because they hate me. I know she was lying. I know she was just joking right then and there. But truth be told, I feel like her girls know more stuff than we do. And so I was like, girl, put us on. She was like, girl, we gotta wait. You're just gonna have to wait till it come out on the show. I was like, all right. We ain't gonna badger you, but y'all be knowing the truth. And then, she asked Robin, so girl, what's up? She said, girl, you know what? All I'm doing is just trying to figure out this prenup or whatever. I did bring it with me on the trip and I was going to be doing all of that, but I couldn't get to it. And when she said that, I said, stop the fuck playing with us, Robin. A prenup for what? You cannot get a prenup for a goddamn wedding or a reunion that's never gonna happen or be real. Okay, so like just be real with yourself, ma'am. That's all that we want you to do, to just be real with yourself and honestly just set Juan free. You got that man going through early stages of male pattern baldness going through his head because he's stressed out, mostly because of your ass. I'm just gonna put it all on you, okay? I'm just gonna do that. Bitch, let me tell you something. Y'all said Robin is really a white woman. Y'all said her DNA test came back and it was mostly European. And I was sitting in the comments just looking at it. I was just like, Did y'all see that video of that lady who gave birth to that white baby? She got a white husband. She was black, but she gave birth to a white baby. It was like Eve, okay? Ain't nan lick of color up in that baby. Baby, when genetics flip your ass and do some shit like that, it be shocking me. I said, girl, now usually the baby look white and black, or the baby look black. I ain't never really see the baby just come out Caucasianoid like that. It was funny to me. So that's what y'all saying Robin is. All right. Anyway, Robin gets to talking about the shit that happened that night when they was drunk and shit at the club or whatever, and how, all of a sudden, Wendy want to do a little flip-flopping shit or whatever. She's coming all up on me and talking about, oh, I'm so sorry and I want to make up with you and I've been so sick about this for the past year or so and I just been wanting to... I was like, now, why you want to say all this stuff now? I said, now, Robin, don't do that. She was like, girl, like, because it's like, why now? Why now? I said, don't do that. Don't do that, because mama, when she was giving you all that love and attention or whatever, that love and attention... You was here for, baby. You was laughing. You was kicking. You was like, yes, come to my bosoms, okay? You wanted to click-clack, so let's stop it. I hate the way that Robin puts out stuff, okay? Because Robin will experience some stuff that we saw because it was recorded, and then go tell her good girlfriend, her master, Miss Giselle, the story and admit her actions or modify what really happened. I don't like when she be doing that shit, girl. But anyway, then she talking about the whole situation with her and Candace and how Candace pissed off at her and they got into it. And she was like, girl, what's she mad for? She said it in the podcast. I said the girl is not mad that she said what she said in the podcast. The girl is mad because of the way that you wanted to present it as if it was a ooh-ha, get you gotcha moment in front of the group like you was really doing something. And obviously you didn't listen to the whole podcast, because what everybody is saying is that, in the podcast, or not the podcast, the live's still up, right? It's still up and it's public. So therefore, she knew what she put out there. And also, she wasn't even talking shit about you, okay? She wasn't talking shit about you. And they said in that same live, she was up there talking about she support your fucking business, goddamn Robin. So why would you chop and screw that shit and just put that post up there like that and make it seem like she was just talking shit about every single person there? Girl, you a fucking mess. And then speaking of, Candace, she a little happy or whatever at the fact that, she's now a graduate of Harvard Graduate School. She got her graduate degree up in business administration. Bitch, me too. Not graduate, but a bachelor's, okay? That's me. But, she said this is good because now it's going to help me with my contracts and all that shit. I said, okay, girl. She want to throw a little party or whatever. That's fine. That's cute. Mama ain't really had a period yet, so she probably thinks she a little preggers, which she really not, but it was hopeful thinking. It is what it is. Moving on from that, Karen brought Matt over there. Baby, we ain't seen Matt in a minute, okay? I ain't know Matt was still around. Y'all remember Matt, the assistant, right? She also want to do a little live show, okay, like a little Karen tour. I said, please change that name, all right? And, at that moment, I was just like, oh, so now it's about to be some drama between you and Giselle and Robert because they doing a live tour or a live show. Now, you finna do something live or whatever. And even, Karen said, they have a tendency of doing the same thing up in this group, and then people feel the type of way, shit overlapping, and Matt said, but you going on a little tour, yours gonna be entertaining. There's a fucking podcast, and that's boring. And I said, it's Robin and Giselle, so I probably tend to agree with Matt. So, he was talking about all the stuff that he want her to do with live guests and this singer and then a drag queen and then Diana. It was just a lot. I said, I'm a little interested, and then it's doing Prad. I said, oh, Karen gives off a little Prad tease, okay? Like a little drag queeny tease. Like, she could do hang with the girls tease. You know what I'm saying? I said, let's see how this shit gonna pull out. So, girl, I wasted water on me. I didn't know it was that far up. Let me pull it down. Okay, that's better. Girl, who gives a fuck? Anyway, it's just water. So Wendy and her husband, or Wendy's husband, Eddie, was picking her up from the airport. I don't know if he went with her to Chicago, okay, Sure. It's not like chicken, you know what I'm saying? Chicken. If you know where that's from, you all right with me, okay? Chicken, okay? But anyway, it's sure. Like sure, you know what I'm saying? Chicago, you know? Girl, you could have just said Chi-Town, bitch. We would have been fine with that too. Okay? But she was out here in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? She said, listen, bitch, we done did everything up in Chicago in 24 hours. We got some deep dish pitching. And let me tell y'all something. Now, see, deep dish is a staple out here in Chicago, but that's more so like a tourism type of thing, you know. So when the tourisms or the tourists, I should say, come to Chicago, that be the main thing that we tell y'all to get just to try for once or whatever. But I don't feel like real Chicagoans just be like, oh, let me go get that deep dish. You know what I'm saying? We do sometimes, but that's not what we always eat. We'll get a thin crust. You know what I'm saying? And we'll jazz that bitch up and it be all to the great. You know what I'm saying? But deep dish is good, you know. I'm saying for the tourists, y'all do taste that. She said she got the little Chicago style hot dogs, baby. We be doing it good out here. We really do. You know what I'm saying? And she was out here just doing a little speaking engagement at the University of Chicago. I said, bitch, she was out here. Girl, that's like right around the corner for me. Okay, cool. You know, you do what you gotta do. And so now she got to take care of that. She got to get home. She got this graduation situation going on with some of her students or whatever. And then she has to schedule an appointment for these kidney stones. Now, let me ask a question. God damn it, bitch. So, you mean to tell me you just walking around with kidney stones just puncturing your soul? And you ain't taking care of it, like it ain't that bad? Because I mean, I remember when I had my gallbladder issues and my side was hurting for a little bit, but then pain to go away. But it wasn't intense pain that I had to go to the hospital emergency wise like that. So is that what it is? Because I ain't know once you had a kidney stone, you can just let that bitch float around until you ready to pass that hoe or get it removed. Girl, I gotta go look this shit up. I need to learn. Because I was a little confused. You finna schedule to either get it looked at or to get it taken out. Which one? Girl, I thought you had to push that shit out. I would never. Girl, they was talking about that at the salon the other day. About how she had to pass a kidney stone. She said, baby, it felt like she had the worst contractions ever. And it felt like somebody was stabbing her at the same time. I said, girl, bitch. Hell no, drink your goddamn water, y'all, because I don't want y'all to have to go through that. Meanwhile, we get over here with Candace. Candace had earlier said that, you know, she wanted to talk to Robin or whatever because, you know, she wanted to make up with her. She wanted to fix the situation that was going on between them two, the miscommunication and all that stuff. And Chris want them to. He was like, you know, how do you be holding a grudge or whatever. But, you know, he's cool with Robin for the most part. Especially because Robin was thinking once for herself and was not taking Giselle's side in this whole situation with Chris and Giselle, you know. And so Robin gets to the restaurant, which I was surprised that she was there first. And then Candace pulled up, and as soon as Candace pulled up, she just started, they were like, oh my God, how are you feeling? And she was like, I'm just, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? She was like, I know. I said, what happened? What's going on? I said, you know, please tell me what it is that she crying for before I say, Robin, who gives a fuck about your tears? Even though the tears really didn't move me. But the situation was kind of sad, okay? I understood, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna crack no jokes. I ain't gonna do that much on that. Basically, her hairstylist that has been doing her stuff for the past 16 years, her brother-in-law and sister passed away in an accident. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine? Oh my God, I'd be fucked up. Let me close up shop right about quick because right about now, I'm just not going to be able to get out of the bed. And so, you know, I said, wow, Robin, you do have feelings for other people besides yourself and Giselle. That's great. You know what I'm saying? Sorry that you have to go through this and that your friend had to go through that. And I really wish them some love and strength, you know what I'm saying? But she was like, this just put in perspective. It's always when something happens negative like this that you want to get it into the perspective of people that, you know, we need to stop the bullshit that we're doing. This little stuff, we fighting over immature stuff. Can we just make up stuff and move on? Make up and move on. You know, she sent a text to Candace and basically she was like, because I just didn't understand what was going on with the video. Like, why would you put that up? And was it directed towards me? Because I want to make up because I looked at you like a little sister. And here go Candace. I mean, because you're the only one in the group. I felt the same way. I mean, I don't think that you're a fake bitch. I said, hold up, Candace. Ma'am, are we going to cry each and every episode? Candace said, yes, the fuck we are. I said, all right. You don't think Robin a fake bitch? You don't think Robin a fake bitch? The only reason why you don't think Robin a fake bitch is because Robin is on your side in this Giselle situation. I understand, so I'm gonna let that slide with you. But other than that, I'm looking at it like, girl, what? I said, so nobody else is, you know, your good homegirl up in this group. Miss Wendy ain't, you know, I know you got your issues with Karen, but, you know, she's still inviting Karen to her little thing too, because she gonna have to sit down and talk to Karen, because she said, listen, you know, the producer showed me and told me that, yeah, girl, you did say that shit about her seeing somebody else. Somebody in the comments was like, now, Candace said that, you know, Karen was out with somebody that wasn't Ray. And he said it was a man or whoever. I'm sitting here and I didn't respond to her, but I was just like, now, if it was a woman or whatever, she would have said that, or she wouldn't have brought it up. It was another gentleman fella, okay? That's just what it was. And, you know, even if semantics or whatever it was, Candace was stupid for telling that shit to goddamn Ashley. Nobody trusts Ashley. We have established that from this henceforth, that no one trusts Ashley, okay? I want y'all to know that. We, as a people, as a whole, we don't trust Ashley at all. So once we see them start telling them shit, we just brace because we know it's gonna back the fuck fire. And I was like, oh, okay. So basically, they made up. I said, oh, I guess. So, you know, Mia and Gordon, they're opening up a new business. Okay, new chiropractor. Girl, I really don't care about Mia shit. Mia done pissed me off for the past 3 episodes, and now you want me to come back and to be like, girl, good for you, bitch. Girl, I don't care. I don't care. Did the family give Gordon back the keys to the business, or are they still holding on to it? Okay? What is going on? That is what we want to know. At least I do. What I want to fast forward to is the bitch, when we gonna get to the episode when you and Jacqueline had a little falling out for real, okay? Because Miss Jacqueline came up there. She was like, hey. I'm like, damn, y'all don't talk on the phone? Y'all don't be seeing each other because y'all be greeting each other like y'all ain't seen each other in years, each and every time. That's how I know it's a fucking act right then and there. Okay? But yeah, you know, this is the first of the little business that they do, the little chiropractic business or whatever that they have, and this is the first one that's being opened in actual DC. You know what I'm saying? And so, of course, you be happy about your accomplishment. I'm not hating on that. Do what you gotta do. Karen showed up. You know, she said it's no doubt, no question that I was gonna show up for my friends. Okay, I don't just throw my friends to the wayside. I said, after the way that bitch talked to you, I mean, fine, Karen, you old enough, you mature enough. Y'all wish I can get to a place where you at. Because I would have skipped the first event. It would have took me maybe the second, possibly the third, that I come back around and be like, okay, we cool again. You know what I'm saying? I'm petty that way, girl. Girl, when you hurt me and you hurt me deep, it's gonna take a minute. I'm not a one that should get right over it. Even in my relationships, whatever, girl, we get into it, bitch. I'm not gonna start talking to you a few minutes later. Hell no. It's probably gonna be a day and a half or something like that. I'll give you the silence treatment like a motherfucker. Okay? But anyway, moving on from that. So that's what was happening. Karen came over there. She was like, hey, girl, how you doing? I'm so happy and I'm so proud of you. Hey, your mom come? What's going on with your moms? And she was like, no, she didn't make it. It's just... And Karen shut it down right then and there. I appreciate Karen for doing that. Because regardless of how I may feel, I feel like Karen did the right thing. You know, she realized that it was a soft spot, you know, for Mia at that moment to talk about her mama, because obviously it's a mess that's going on, or it's an unfortunate situation that caused her mama not to be there. And she didn't want Mia to get up in her feelings and to ruin her moment. So she said, we don't have to talk about that. We'll talk about that later. This is your day. Go ahead, be happy about that. I said, all right now. See, that's maturity. I would have said, girl, give me the tea. What's going on with your mom? Anyway, like I said, Jacqueline come up there. I said, girl, you You know, you want to be hugging and doing all that shit over there on Gordon. But okay, Mia do all her stuff and her little speech and everything. It was cute. It was fun. Moving on from that, Ashley go out there to see Uncle Lump and his wife and her auntie. You know what I'm saying? I really do not like couples. I'm sorry. I just don't like couples that look like they're brothers and sisters. And Uncle Lump and his wife, is that his wife? They look like they're related. I mean, I know they're related by blood because, or marriage now, but they look like they're related, like same genetics and everything. Anyway, all of them look damn near the same. Now, who is who and who is what? You know, we need to do their DNA, okay? But anyway, so she gets there and she got baby Dylan. That's the only baby that she got. She said, "Listen, girl, Michael came home from Vegas." I said, "God damn." Every time we mention Michael on this damn show, he is either about to go on a trip, he's on a trip, or he just came back from a trip. I said, now, is this all business trips or is this all fun and games or whatever? Because it seemed like Mr. Michael is just out here living his best life while Ashley acting like she's struggling with these two goddamn kids, okay? Like, girl, he said, what kids? You wanted them kids? You take care of them kids because I really didn't want them. Y'all know he ain't really want them kids. He did that shit for her, and now she's sitting here complaining about it. I said, girl, you should have thought about that shit. You wanted to secure the bag. You wanted to secure the spousal support, the alimony support, the goddamn child support for them two damn kids or whatever. And you forgot that, bitch, if we break the fuck up, it's all gonna be on me. Now I'm sitting here crying to my goddamn uncle and auntie talking about something. I just don't know what to do because I don't know. I said, you gonna pull your ass up by your motherfucking bootstrings and you gonna be a motherfucking mama and you gonna figure it out. That's what you gonna do. You got a goddamn village, girl. Don't sit here and act like you can't do it, because you can when there's some people that's out here that really ain't got nobody. You got the resources, okay? But see, Michael a bitch. Michael was a bitch because at first, you know, everything was all cool, calm, and collected. Now they arguing all the time. He talked about something, he wanted Dean. I said, why you just want Dean? Take both of them. No, I want to go see Dean. I want Dean to come. And then we're arguing in front of the kids until the point where the kids like, Daddy, Mommy, stop. And you know, like the kids are screaming at us to stop. And it's just like, oh my God, we're really doing this in front of the kids. I said, girl, yeah. Girl, yeah, you thought this was going to be an easy transition? Oh, no, you forgot who the fuck you dealing with. Michael is petty as hell, too, okay? So, I said, dry them tears, suck that shit up, and make it happen, baby. That's what you gotta do. Girl, Candace went to go pick up Dorothy, okay? You can't just say Dorothy. You gotta say Dorothy, okay? It's just so old and, you know, stubborn. That's literally Dorothy. All right. I just was like, okay, Miss Dorothy, what's going on, girl? You finna come up in here and you finna start shaking shit up or whatever up in the Chris and Candace household. Girl, Candace had to tell her, listen, mama, I ain't had my period. It ain't come on in a few days. Okay, it was supposed to be on a few days ago. So what this mean that you might be pregnant? Oh my God. So that means that y'all gonna stop cussing or whatever, saying the F word. She said, no, it is this guy on TikTok, white guy. And when I tell you he cursed so goddamn much, when people be talking about my motherfucking mouth, girl, he be cussing so damn much. Now see, I don't cuss around kids. I don't cuss around kids. I don't cuss around kids, and I do not cuss around elderly people, okay? Or like, you know, my elders or whatever. I don't do that. I have more respect for that. Because I know kids are sponges and they choke that shit up. But that man be cussing around all his kids or whatever. And them kids are babies. They're toddlers. And he be like, I really don't give a fuck. I said, you know what? I like your spirit, but I just wouldn't do it. Anyway, you know, so there's that. Then we have the Sweet 16 party. Gracie is the 17-year-old daughter about to be 18. The twins are Angel and Adore, okay? And they look real nice, and you know, we having a little Sweet 16, you know, they come in. Jamal Bryant was there, girl. Is Jamal here? I guess he is today, bitch. Okay, so he showed up, and you know, they having a separate room for the adults to be at. You know, you got Giselle and her friends, you got Ashley, Shireen's. You know, I said, girl, what the fuck are you there for? Why is she here? Girl, every time I see her, I just want to know why. Okay? You know, just why? I just don't understand. Like, help me. Meanwhile, you know, Robin shows up late. I'm sorry that I'm late. I said, girl, God damn, you can't come on time for shit. And so, you know, they introduced her. Well, Giselle had to let them know, this my baby Danny. I said, oh, yeah, we going to introduce him to everybody now, huh? Okay, I get it. You know, they go out there, give a little speech or whatever. Giselle said them babies was 8 pounds each. 16 pounds in your goddamn belly. Ain't no counting for what the goddamn ounces were. So let's round that shit up to probably 20. 16 goddamn pounds? Mother, not 20. I'ma say 17. Bitch, 16 fucking pounds, bitch, up in your belly. Girl, can you imagine going to fuck to sleep and you can't even, bitch, you can't even just sit back because you almost died. You almost died because your goddamn lungs is in your goddamn throat. I know them motherfuckers was tap dancing on her goddamn bladder, girl. I said I pray for anybody that get kids, but anybody that have multiple births at the same time. Was it a goddamn natural vaginal, or did she have to have a cesarean session? Girl, more power to her. But anyway, she said the twins were like her, was what she wanted to be, you know, when she was 16, because she wasn't as confident and all that, you know, smart and all that stuff. It was cute. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? I wanted it to be a speech or whatever. Maybe they edited it. I wanted it to be a speech where I can tear up for once, you know, when it comes to a Giselle segment. But I didn't really, but, you know, it was still cute all in the same. Jamal Bryant, I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, for him to be such a man whore, as people say, girl, I just don't see it. I said, y'all attracted to that voice? Y'all attracted to that voice? Girl, that'll drive me the fuck up. Let me get off here. Let me stop. So, we get to Candace' little party or whatever. It's cute. She got all her friends. Let me tell you something. Candace, girl, let me tell you, bitch, you got a couple of cute ones up in there. It's Sierra, you know. My eye spotted her as soon as she came in. I said, all right. Hi. My name is Ashley. I'm in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm just saying, Sierra was fine to me, okay? Sierra was fine. Put in a word for me, somebody. Sierra, if you see this, how you doing? Anyway, we could be friends or whatever, you know, whatever you want. Moving on from that, Karen showed up again. Why is Sharice here? Bitch, we need a t-shirt. Why? Oh, no, let's not do that, because I feel like the bitch probably watching our reviews and looking at social media and gonna take this. And I swear to God, if I see a t-shirt pop up on her end saying, why is Sharice here? I'm gonna be mad as hell. And I'm gonna say, give me my money, okay? Because give us our money, because we the one that came up with that shit. And you just gonna take it, baby. We need to trademark it. Somebody trademark it. Somebody amongst us trademark it, okay? But anyway, so she get there. Girl, she don't even be really saying nothing. Her presence just bother. It's just a bother, girl. And so, you know, you got Karen and Ray up in the kitchen, and them, you know, Candace come down in her little pink dress or whatever. She looked nice and all that. Ray was like, oh. I said, hold on, Ray. Slow it down, okay? Slow it down. Chris was like, you know my wife, Candace? He was like, I mean, hey, this supposed to be a party and a picnic or whatever. This some picnic attire? She said, listen, bitch, this is my day or whatever, so I'm gonna dress the way that I need to dress. And I said, that's cute. You know what I'm saying? Wendy showed up, 2 degrees. It ain't 4, but it's 2 degrees. I said, you know what? I'm gonna let you have that, because you ain't do it all season, so I'm gonna let you have that. Girl, she get up in there and, you know, she's saying hi to everybody. Of course, Robin is there. The fuck did Robin have on? Girl, she had on heels. She had on silver heels, sandal-like heels, kitten-like heels or whatever, with biker shorts, tight biker shorts, and a regular t-shirt. It was really like, girl, you didn't know what you was going to put on, so you just threw on every goddamn thing. That's what you did. One from each category, huh? Okay. It was comfortable looking. Bitch, you might as well have put some gym shoes on instead of them heels, but all right, you know. Maybe that's what was throwing it off for me. It was the purse with the heels. Like, girl, take the heels off and put some gym shoes on. That just don't go what you had on. But all right, it's Robin, you know. And so I'ma just fast forward. Karen had sat down with Robin and was like, girl, so what's going on with the wedding? She was like, oh, it's gonna be an intimate wedding of 4. What? Karen said, so wait a minute, when I coming? I said, it literally went from we're going to get married to we're going to get married after the pandemic to we're going to have a little ceremony to it's not going to be that big to we're having a very, 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 very small wedding to it's just going to be 4 people. So I'm assuming that's just going to be the kids or it's going to be the parents. Which one is it? Most likely the parents, whoever parents that's still around. I think it's her parents and their kids. I said, oh my God, all right, girl. City Hall it is, okay? City Hall it is. Juan, get out. And so at that moment, Karen said, all right, if that's what you want to do. And then Wendy come over there. And she was like, hey, ladies, how y'all doing? Okay, Karen was like, hey, girl, but you know what? I'm going to go ahead over here or whatever. And this is the part of the episode that I absolutely hated. Call me a hater. I don't give a damn. Because at this moment, we have established I just don't like Robin. All right? And it is what it is. Robin is on that same tip like Giselle. You know, they just feel like everybody should apologize to them first before they apologize to other people or whatever for their role in situations, okay? And so at this particular moment, you know, Giselle, what's her name? Robin wants to, she was like, girl, you was drunk and shit, you know, and you was telling me all that stuff or whatever. She was like, you know, well, you know, they say a drunk mouth speaks a sober mind or whatever. And so everything that I was telling you was true, okay? I do miss our friendship. I do value our friendship enough to come over here and to try to fix things and all that stuff. And I was looking at Wendy like, what about it do you value? Like, I just, maybe because we seen Robin throughout the seasons and we seen how she rolls and some of these girls rolls, I just don't understand the value that they bring to be a friend for me to be wanting to climb up behind and be like, oh my God, be my friend again. Girl, what? I'm looking at her, I said, what value does she bring? She don't even bring no value to her own relationship, the relationship that you trashed. So what value does she bring? Okay? But I mean, to each his own, to each his own. What may not rock my boat may rock yours. Okay? But I was just like, bitch, it would never be me. Cause then this bitch kind of had the nerve to say, well, how come it is that you can say all of this stuff right here in a private setting like a one-on-one, but you won't say nothing like that in front of the group? Bitch, girl, be glad that she's saying it now. She was like, because the Wendy that we get in front of the group, like, you always got to, like, prove something or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, because y'all always coming at the girl, so therefore she got to be on defense mode every goddamn time. And at the end of the day, if the offense was done to you, don't you want a private, a one-on-one type of situation? Why does everything got to be in front of the group? Yes, I know she called you out or whatever and did all that shit. Y'all was drunk as fuck and all that stuff or whatever. But she doing to you the shit that y'all would never ever do for anybody else. Y'all have fucking issues, and instead of just going ahead and bringing it to that actual person, you do that shit in front of the group to embarrass them. So instead of doing that, she gave you a fucking decency. She ain't cuss you out in front of the whole crew or whatever. She sat down like a mature adult and she apologized for some shit that I feel like she should never apologize for. Baby, y'all more mature than me, bitch. Let me tell you something. Bitch, you would just have to hate me for the rest of your life. You would just have to hate me for the rest of your life, and that'll be a you problem because, baby, it will not be affecting me at all. I will be moving on, okay? Maya said, I'll be moving on. Moving on. Okay. Ooh, that sounds good. Moving on. Y'all knew I had to give y'all the musical number before I left, okay? I just would have left. Okay, girl, it wouldn't affect me. But, you know, Wendy gave her that apology, and she said, this is my second apology. I said, second? Second? Bitch, you wouldn't have got one. Okay? And then you're going to say something, you feel the need to apologize to me? What I need to apologize? Girl, for hurting my goddamn feelings. Well, I guess I apologize. I said, Wendy, don't take that. I would have been like, give me some more with some sincerity, okay? Some generosity all up in that bitch. I know what I said. I put generosity and genuine all together. Put it all up in there, and I want to feel it from my heart. Wendy said, fuck all that shit. I ain't gonna get nothing else better. So, oh my God, you do love me. Wendy was looking like a goddamn pick-me at that moment. I was like, girl, what? You want this bitch friendship that bad? Okay, I'm gonna let you have it. Ew. Ew. Now, Wendy, I'm looking at you like, where's Sierra? Anyway, next thing you know, Candace had called Karen over there to the side, and she said, girl, listen, so come to fuck to find out, I said what I said, but I know y'all ain't be out here in the streets like that. Y'all be in the streets with each other, okay? And, you know, I was drunk. Ashley was a little drunk too, and I know better than to fucking say some shit in front of that bitch, okay? And so she apologized, and Karen said, see, my thing is, I like when people just go ahead and apologize and own up to their shit right away, and that's what she did, and she was like, we all to the good, but I'm still gonna keep my eye out, okay? Did y'all see when that snake was in the grass, and Giselle mama, I mean, not Giselle mama, but Dorothy said, Candace, I thought Giselle wasn't supposed to be here. There she go right there. That shit made me laugh, okay? I said, damn, Dorothy, you know, all right. Meanwhile, you got that squared away. Ray over there talking to Chris about the whole Giselle situation, and he trying to explain to him what was going on. And he was like, you know, I was just trying to tell her how my wife works. And he was like, I feel like it was more of an issue with you and Giselle, and maybe you should just apologize to her. And I said, excuse me, Ray, please sit down, sir. I'm pretty sure your hip is hurting right about now. And I know you don't mean no harm. You want the issues to just go away or whatever, you know, take the quickest route, because he probably know how Giselle worked too. But at the end of the day, I'm with Chris. I am not about to apologize for some shit that I didn't do. And truth be told, Chris probably would have gave Giselle an apology if she would have told Candace what was going on right when it happened, or in that time frame when it happened, and then he would have just probably hit her up and be like, you know what, I apologize if I made you uncomfortable or whatever, but that wasn't the intention. And he was like, I'm not gonna apologize for shit that I know I didn't do, and that this bitch is trying to drag the fuck out. He was pissed throughout the whole rest of the goddamn party. Girl, Candace trying to give her little speech or whatever, crying again. And he outside. He outside. You know you pissed when you talking to yourself. He was like, give him a motherfucking apology. The fuck I'm apologizing for? I said, Chris, I understand. We here. We here. You ain't do nothing wrong. But anyway, that was the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, I hope this review was cute enough for y'all. You know, after all the shit, bitch, I can't wait till next week to get to this Jacqueline and Gordon tease. Because I told y'all earlier, it looked like she wanted to hug Gordon when she saw okay, but y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy and have a beautiful week, okay? Peace.